This episode of the Shay and Wilson Show was really long, so it's broken up into parts. Each part will be labeled by topics covered, so you consume it all at your leisure.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, what did you want to talk about, Kyle?
Okay, I made a small list because I had no idea. The first one I want to talk about was TERA Online. It's an MMO that both Shay and I are. So one hell of a game, I gotta say. I took a small break from it for a couple of weeks and came back to it, and I just kind of realized.
One hell of a game. Put that on the rave reviews.
We realized how fun it is.
Shay and Wilson Show. One hell of a game.
It's the first game I've ever broken down and paid subscription for. It's always been something I'm against, especially with regard to MMOs and all that. But it just ended up being really fun. I play with Shay. Shay, he had Oz on here yet? We played Oz occasionally. Frank, who never plays anything. He just
the guy disappeared.
But great combat, great visuals. I play an archer class, so the whole game to me is basically a third-person shooter, sorta. It makes it very entertaining. Shay plays Lancer, who's sort of a tank.
I have like 7 characters. Every single one is a Lancer.
Yeah, I have a bunch of characters. They're all different classes.
Oh god, and there goes our time for 20 minutes. However,
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and click start again so we have another 20 minutes because I think we could. I don't know. I feel like we're on a roll right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Wilson. Wilson's quiet.
Yeah, Wilson's kind of a. What you doing there, sir?
I don't read Game of Thrones or play TERA. What can I say?
I mean, like, what has ever stopped us from like chiming in on anything?
I was raised not to input when I don't know what I'm talking about.
Me too. I understand that.
Wow, you guys sure didn't learn much.
This is why we need Minnie in here to talk about MMOs. No, wait, what am I talking about? Tim's the one like playing
She
MMOs.
doesn't know MMOs.
Yeah,
What
sorry.
are you talking about?
Confusing all you Australians. You all sound the same.
It's Australians.
Australian. Fucking pronounce it correctly, mate.
Australian.
Why is it Aussie if it's
I'm
not
not sure, mate.
Australians?
It's Aussie and Australian. Is
Why?
it the exact same? Australian, Aussie, same thing. Same thing.
Australian,
Aussie.
Aussie.
Australian. Aussie.
It's ironic when your own accent prevents you from pronouncing yourself
No.
correctly.
See, you guys are pronouncing it wrong, not me.
Hey,
It
when's
sounds
America
exactly
done
the
anything
same
wrong?
To me. Oh,
TERA.
actually, speaking
Ter-
about that, like,
Oh, man.
like this is gonna sound really insulting, but like, I mean, no offense.
How dare you?
Again, but like, why
off
does
my show.
America?
If this is in any form political, then I'm pre-jacking it.
Okay.
Any form
So
of.
I'll finish up the TERA thing then.
The guy who didn't contribute anything is going to pre-jack something. What, the audacity, the
Good
audacity.
game. Check out like YouTube playthroughs for each of the classes. Every class is very different, very fun, except for Mystic. Mystic sucks.
I don't know. Actually, like the only things I've tried are Slayer very briefly. I have my 7 Lancers that I love to death. I just love the Lancer class. It's perfect for me. What's cool about tanking in this game compared to other MMOs is tanking in this game is like it's reflex based to the point where it's ridiculous.
That's part of what makes the game fun. Is everything is very reflex based. Everything is it's real time. Like almost usually compare the combat sort of the Kingdom Hearts. How you're running around. It depends on attack angle.
And there's actual hitboxes. Like there's no locking on. There's
there's hitboxes. That's a big problem for me. But it's seriously really fun game. Great visuals. Look up YouTube playthroughs for each of the classes.
And kind of like the
Great stuff.
defining feature of the game is, a big selling point is the BAMs or the big ass monsters. That's like their official name.
Oh, yeah.
And they're called BAMs. Playing the BAMs is like so fun as a Lancer, because you get right up. Like my job is just to get right up in their face, and like it's kind of like it's like trading up between defending and trying to keep your threat up, which is it can be difficult to avoid taking damage when you're trying to like get
Especially
some.
playing with me.
Yeah, especially when you're playing with like an archer who's like pulling fucking 100k crits and shit, and you're like, what
Archers
the fuck?
have no defense, no health, but every attack they drop is a bomb, and they drop them like one after the other. It's great.
Yeah, the game is just like really intense, and like we haven't gotten too much into like the GVG stuff because we don't have a real guild. We have like a 3-person guild.
Yeah.
I just want to chime in here. you're not really doing the Shay and Wilson Show justice here because you're talking about all the actual features and shit of the game, and you haven't even mentioned all the. I mean, I don't play the game.
We're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, trust me, man.
I don't. When you said, "Oh, the defining feature for me," and then you said the BAMs, I'm like, "What the fuck?" The defining feature.
The defining
big ass memories.
The defining feature for Shane Wilson is the Ellens, which are the token lolly race with thunder thighs.
No. Okay, wait. That's Shay. Shay is the lolly fan.
Whoa, what? What?
No.
What the fuck did you just say?
I like every other race but those ones.
How can you not like the Ellens too?
From the visuals I've seen. I mean, I ain't played it, but no, the whole playing a little girl character and all that shit.
They are not little girls. They're 500 years old.
I don't care. It is a little girl. Okay, I don't want to in any way pretend to be a little girl.
Okay, listen. What makes the game for you then?
Nothing. I don't play it, but if it did, it would be like the hot demon chicks and elf chicks and stuff like that, but not little girls.
I'm actually disappointed by the elves. I thought the elves would be super great. They have the biggest tits in the game, but like for some reason, I prefer the Castanic bodies because the Castanics have like they have the small, but you know it's like it's there. It's like realistic tits, kind of like slender tits. And then they have like that. The only thing about the Castanics I don't like is their legs are kind of like way too like skinny.
Yeah.
So when they run around in those crazy high heels of theirs, look like their ankles are about to shatter anytime. Yeah. Otherwise, like the Castanic sit animation for the females is like the most. It's my favorite animation in the whole game. The Castanic sit down.
I play Castanic and Shay adores it.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, hey, sit down. Hey, sit down, Kyle.
I will note I play a female Castanic because the male Castanics all wear belly shirts and belly armor, and that is not cool.
For some reason, male Castanics like to show their chests off like crazy. I mean, Tinley would love them.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I love
like all their gear is like open vested, like armor. It's weird. It's the same with the male elves. The male elves all look like females.
Male elves are just faggots. I'm sorry. Any guy who plays a male elf just needs to get the fuck off TERA before, like, I mean.
Yeah, that is true. It's the one gender class I never see is the male elves. Never.
I understand if it's a girl who's into the bishies or whatever playing an elf. I totally understand that. If you are a male, if you're going to play an elf, it better be a female. And if it is a female, why are you not playing a Castanic?
It's weird. Plus,
that about sums it up.
Castanics get the better race bonus anyway.
Now, I mean, let's not forget, like, they don't get a lot of attention in this game for some reason. For some reason, you don't see humans at all in the game.
There was a developer thing on this on Reddit, and they wanted that was one of the things that was mentioned. But they mentioned that there's actually a fairly large amount of humans on the main server, Valley of Titans, and that the gender gap is pretty evenly split almost at 50-50.
Interesting.
Yeah. The one thing I never see is Barakas, which are like the giant golem race.
Yeah, you see them now and then, but when you see a Baraka, it's always someone with like a joke name. It's always like those really hardcore MMO players who are like, they're there to get their business done. They're not there for the characters. They're like, fuck, I'll make a Baraka.
Okay, so let's finish this up. TERA.
No, I'm not done talking about TERA. Shit. Okay.
I thought Wilson wanted to finish it.
Human females. They are adorable. But what is up with their standing pose? Like,
yeah,
they look like someone like shoved a stick up their ass or something.
Yeah, their animations and posture are kind of screwed up, but they actually, unlike a lot of games, actually look like human females. Shocking, I know, but
they have some of the cutest faces in the game too.
What on earth would a human female look like in games?
In most other games, they look sort of like the female elves do in TERA, like ultra thin, kind of like elongated.
Yeah, the female humans more than the other races have like more hip. They have more curve. Not including the Amani chicks.
I see what you mean.
The Amon are like the half elephant race or whatever. So the chick got some thunder thighs.
Like in other games, they all look like Mai Shiranui or like Bayonetta or something, and that's what you get with like the high elves.
Okay.
Yeah, still really disappointed with the high elves. They're not fun at all to play for me. Castanic is nice if you want sexy. If you want adorable, play an Ellen. Otherwise, play an Amani male like a man. Log!
Alright, is anything else you want to say on TERA?
Yes, I do want to say that my tank, Hyosung, who is an Ellen tank, with teddy bear paintings on her cheeks, is adorable as hell, and fuck you, Wilson, she's adorable.
What was this? Or you just go play act like a man or something like that?
Yes, exactly. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this topic in that direction. We'll get off of Terra, but the whole thing about playing female characters. I mean, you talk a lot of shit, Shay, about the whole masculinity thing, but you love to play little girls, little freaking girls on games. Okay, explain that to me because I'm not getting it.
Why do I play female characters?
Yeah, where your masculinity at when you want to play like toddlers? Toddler chicks.
To be fair, his main is a giant like golem demon thing.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, and that's like, oh yeah, oh mountain man, oh okay, but you play little girls. I don't have that sort of fluctuation. I've never even played FemShep on Mass Effect.
See, the thing is though, like with MMOs especially something like Korean made where like the graphics are really good and the characters are cute. Like with Vindictus, my only character on Vindictus is a female. The reason why is because I want to create like an ideal. Like I want to make a hot chick I want to see. So that's why I play female characters.
And get free shit. And get free shit from people.
People who play MMOs, you either play...
No, okay. Wilson, nobody assumes anybody is a girl in TERA. Everyone knows that we're all male.
People who play MMOs, you play a character that either represents you or a character that you want to like a character, I don't know, almost like a pet or something like that, I should say.
For example, like Kyle's main is a female Castanic.
Well, to be fair, male Castanics are retarded. I mean,
yeah, they are, but
I want that critical hit bonus. So
yeah, and Kyle was like before TERA, he was the most outspoken person I knew about playing females in MMOs, and then his main pops out and he's a Castanic, and I was like, okay, sure, but then it's because she has Castanics have that piratey look to them, and Kyle, if anything else, nothing else, is all about fucking pirates.
Very true.
So his character's like whole thing is that she's like constantly trying to become the pirate king. So like, she even has an eye patch and a pirate hat. Not fucking kidding.
True.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this isn't making it sound any more masculine. This whole thing is not dragging you out. Yeah, okay. Male pirates are masculine. Female pirates are a fantasy. Like the whole idea.
Okay. Tell me what is unmanly about creating a chick that you want to stare at the ass of the whole time?
See, I have heard this shit before.
Okay, look. When I play RE5, I have never played as Chris. Why do I want to fucking play as Chris in RE5? I want to see Sheva's ass in my face entire time. That is why I play Sheva in RE5.
Tim, what is your opinion on this?
Yeah, Tim.
Opinion. I only ever made one male toon, and that was in Warcraft.
It was a cow.
Yes, it was a cow called Hugmoo because it's big and furry. Otherwise, I prefer female toons.
So, when you create these characters, are they supposed to be like representations of you, sort of?
No, she creates them the same way we do. She creates them to be sexy as shit. Like I've seen her toons.
Yeah. I'll make them skanky, just to look.
So
I want to see as much leg too, but if I was to make a male toon, it's not because I want to look at it personally.
Oh, come on. If we got you on TERA, I know for a fact we'd see a Khal Drogo clone in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, okay, but it's the same thing to me. It's the same thing to me as watching a TV series that you're not necessarily interested in because there's like some softcore sex scenes in it or something. Like, okay, we had this Game of Thrones conversation. Now, if I went to watch it because you guys complained about all the sex scenes and I like sex scenes, but I'm not really interested in Game of Thrones, I'd be a douchebag. If I played a game as a girl who I don't really want to be because I want to look at her ass, okay, that's what the internet is for. I can look at as many asses as I want without
However, we do enjoy TERA. We're not playing it just for the chicks. You can
enjoy it as a man and look up the porn as a man too.
Or I can do both at once. It's like multitasking.
It's not the same.
It's multitasking. It's killing two birds with one. It's slapping two cheeks at once. Like, the cross slap. The X slap.
I'm just going to say that, like, 9 times out of 10, the male toons that are made aren't attractive. And even if you were a gay man, you wouldn't want to look at it. Because they just don't have any appeal visually. Like, that's the end of the story. Like, they make
that most of the male toons are made by like kids who are 12 and younger.
Yeah, because they want to be, big and strong. But like, no.
Whereas someone who is big, and strong
I'm talking about game designers.
Bullshit, buddy. Bullshit.
I'm talking about how
I'm
game designers design the male toons. They're not visually attractive, whereas the females are
Because who gives a shit about the
Well,
male?
No, I know. Have you seen the
Exactly.
males in TERA? They're like 90% abs.
Whoa, Kyle.
Even
just
even
saying.
that,
Whoa. Whoa, hang on a second.
you may say that.
I assume
You know,
Tim
the
likes
abs
abs.
are well. See, that's
He's
the
like,
thing.
wait, no, you have
I
not
like
seen the males
certain
of Terror,
kinds
bro.
of abs, but
Those bros be ripped.
Oh, Frank's online.
but yeah, no, like
Kyle, is there anything you want to say
Generally-
about your?
generally the guys in games just aren't as attractive.
Well, it's a
I mean,
male-dominated market.
but exactly, like people are more concerned about making the females look right because that's what people.
That's what fucking
primarily gonna
sells.
Play. Exactly. And
I did not
it
buy
sells.
Terra because of the gameplay specifically. The reason why I bought Terra to begin with was because I saw the Castanics and I saw the Ellens.
Oh man.
Yeah,
bought
okay,
it
and
because,
I might even agree with that.
I spent
But
like hours like looking at like gameplay videos and all that.
I mean, everyone else is going to be running around playing those. Why do I have to be the one to do it? You know, I don't know.
So now it's an individual thing.
Well, that's exactly what it is. I'm talking about. Why would you personally want to play a little girl? Or I mean, like I said, I've never played FemShep. I've like never played Bayonetta because it doesn't appeal to me.
Right.
So-
Bayonetta
Yeah,
is
and
awesome.
also in a single player game, I wouldn't play a female like FemShep. Like, who the fuck wants to put the Fave universe in the hands of a woman? What the fuck
that's-
kind of idiot are you?
I
I
wouldn't
I mean,
do
in
that.
Terra though, you're one part of many. Like, you're just one person of a party, one person of a guild. You're not like anything special. Like, fuck it, yeah, you can make 6 more tunes that you can play at once.
I guess I look at it from a role-playing aspect, and that's what you're talking about. That it's role-playing.
Yeah, see,
You know,
I
you say you-
don't role play in that aspect though, and I don't think Shay does either.
Yeah, if I was on RP server, I wouldn't be a fucking woman because I don't want to be like, oh, hey, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I have to like.
Yeah,
act
okay,
like
because
a
that's what I'm saying. Is if you're role-playing, then that says to me that you role-play at your house.
Ooh,
Well,
what kind of
I'm a
faggot
pretty
roleplays on
little
MMO,
girl.
though?
Huh?
No,
Lots
nothing
of
to say.
people role-play on MMOs. Shay.
Yeah, there's a few big roleplay servers. I think Dragonfall has a lot of role playing on it actually.
That's not a role playing server though, is it?
There is one. I don't know what it's called though.
There's only one server that's role playing. It's a PVE server.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was Dragonfall, but maybe it's not.
No, Dragonfall is just pure PVE.
All right. Anything else on Terra? We started. That's just-
Okay. Ridiculous titles of JAV films.
What films?
JAV, Japanese adult video.
Again, you're all.
Oh, I'm out of here.
You're gonna want to stick around for this because
Yeah, I'm.
I
here.
promise.
I'm just-
Listeners,
Oh,
you too.
okay. Okay.
I watch a lot of JAV, not just hentai. Sometimes I watch real girls too. Come on, guys. And one of the best things about it is seeing how the titles are translated into English because it's like some of the funniest, most bizarre shit. So I'm going to randomly go to one of my favorite sites for streaming stuff, and I'm going to just read random titles out. I'm going to read like 5 titles, and we'll see like what ridiculousness we find. All right, I'm going to mouse over and see what this is, all right?
I will say, because I visit Senkaku Complex, it's an anime news site that has a lot of that sort of thing on it. In the ads, they show those translated titles, and some of them are like small paragraphs.
Yes, exactly.
It's a
We have
small
some of those here.
paragraph describing like exactly what happens. It's
All right, for example, here's the first one. Brother-in-law who cannot endure the sexy of brother's wife until he has raw cream pie into her.
what?
What?
Is that the actual movie title?
That is
or
the name of the movie
like
title.
the title of the clip? You
That
know,
is the
like
name- no, that's the name of
sexy,
the full-
busty blonde takes the load in
No,
her
no.
face and all that.
That's the
kind of
name
stuff.
of this full 2-hour, 38-second film. That's the name of it.
Well, I mean,
Is a
you can't
term.
say you didn't know
No,
what you were
like,
getting into.
And this is another one. Do you want to try Love, Married Life with Misa?
What?
A private teacher sex education without a bra. Big breast eye cup, 100 centimeters. That's the name of it.
I swear these are descriptions, man.
No, this is the title of the goddamn thing.
No, I can confirm that like Japanese they do make weird titles like this. There were things like almost paragraphs.
Well, I
Big
thought it was
tits.
ridiculous.
Big tits apartment wife. Incest with near relative.
Okay.
Near
thanks.
relative.
And this is one I actually knew about beforehand, but I'm going to look it up real quick so I'd say it right, because it's kind of ridiculous. This is a favorite of mine when it comes to ridiculous JAV titles. If I can get it up, goddammit.
Oh,
This one is called Continue Beating for 3 Hours Were Prisoners Out of High School Girls.
what?
What the hell?
That is the name. That's the name of the thing. Continue Beating for 3 Hours Were Prisoners Out of High School Girls. It's a
So
2 hour, 58 minute,
They're
48
beating
second.
war prisoners out of high school.
No. I've actually, you would think that, right? I actually watched this one to find out what it was about.
Of course.
It is just 3 hours of
Just for research.
one girl being raped by her gardener. That's it.
What?
Whoa.
It's a 3 hour,
hours.
no cutting away scene. But what the fuck is Continue Beating for 3 Hours Were Prisoners Out of High School Girls? What the fuck does that even mean?
Who knows?
It's Japan, and that's the answer for a lot of these things.
That's crazy.
Another one is here: 3 Hours, 7 Situations. That's a great title. It's to the point.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's all I had on that topic.
3 hours.
Speaking of JAV, one of the interesting genres is they'll do like a parody of newscasting. Like they'll have a fake news show,
What?
and so the woman will be standing up on the camera, just doing she'll be delivering real news. And we just hit our second 20-minute mark, so I'm going to clear that and hit it again. Because I don't know about you guys, we're on a fucking roll.
Yeah,
today.
we are. We're doing pretty good so far, I think.
Like, okay, they'll have like the girl on the set, and they do everything like an intro, and she just starts reading the script to the thing. As she's doing this with a completely straight face, guy after guy will come on the screen, not come on the screen, but he'll get onto the screen and then just blow a load on her and then leave.
What?
What?
This will go on for like about an hour or so. Like they'll just take turns walking up on a pedestal while she's talking and just like blowing a load and leaving.
I think somebody needs to like give Japan like a sex ed class or something.
And as it goes on, it escalates. Like they'll start they'll start putting it in her mouth, or they'll start eventually doing her, but she'll keep doing the news while it's going on. It's
Wow.
become like one of I've like lately I've been looking up for that specifically to see like who all has done it, like which JAVIs have these videos. They're pretty interesting. Like they'll do like weather versions, they'll do like weather newscaster versions. They do ones where like it seems forced. They do ones where like the newscaster is completely oblivious to it, whatever.
You're so cultured, Shay.
I know it's interesting. Like it's interesting how
world-wise, you know?
compared to anyone else, it's interesting how the Japanese how they explore fetishes and the weird things they get into. Like there's so much. Like if you were to think about why people would be into this newscaster stuff, like you could think of why. I mean, I guess.
It's pretty
Yeah,
obvious, man.
right.
Who doesn't want to bang a newscaster?
Yeah, well, yeah, that
I
too.
don't.
Yeah, like our local
Yeah.
newscast just like an 80-year-old guy or some crap like that. Screw that.
You can't. This is like the TERA argument all over again, Kyle.
This is something that, like, I just don't get. It's something I just don't get.
What the newscaster appeal?
Yeah. What the?
Because every newscaster is like a hot ass chick.
Yeah, what you don't get? And do you get librarians and freaking nurses and all those things?
What's with women? I don't understand. The Hispanic guys have these ripped abs. There's these ripped abs on the TERA guys. Like, why do you need the women? I don't get it.